What is up? What is up? Just the BetSlips family. It's your boy CJ with your boy Rob, with your boy CalDog coming back from the dead, and Tommy Stats today. We got a full house because we have two videos coming to you. All six of us on the show. We finally made it happen in one way, shape, or form. Rob, if you saw my comment, drop that number in the chat, or you could just tell me right now what you got the number at, and that people.
What was the one? What was the one that Tommy had again? Sorry,
Common Air.
Okay, I got you.
But we are here going to have a great show today. It's going to be a lot of fun. But before we do that, we have to do the thing that makes sure we do not get sued, and that is the disclaimer. So we're going to bring that up right now. First off, we are not paid professional gamblers. The show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Number two, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford and only bet what you can afford to lose. And number three, gambling can be addictive, so please seek help if you need it. If you don't take heed to number one and number two, you're going to probably find yourself into number three. So utilize 1-800-GAMBLER if it becomes a problem for you so you can get the help and resources you need. This is not just sports betting. This is casino. This is ponies. This is everything that you put bets on, even backstreet dice if you're getting onto it. I highly recommend that you do not do that. And please call 1-800-GAMBLER if you're addicted to that. But that is the place that you can get it. Also, we are not affiliated with or sponsored by any specific sport book, so you will hear us use our individual sport books or sport books if they make me use it down in Florida. And you know, those are where we're going, but we are not sponsored by any individuals there. So that wraps it up. We are not professional gamblers. Please gamble responsibly and at your own risk, and utilize 1-800-GAMBLER if gambling addiction has become a problem for you. Love it. How we feeling today? We'll give everybody about a minute to kind of say what we feeling, and then we'll jump right into the show because we're already a little later than we wanted to be. Sorry, I had a long day at work. Rob, we'll start with you, my guy.
I am doing good. I don't want to talk about what my best parlay last night, partly because it involved a guy getting hit in the head with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. So there's not much you can do about that when you have Arias to get a hit, and his first at bat, he gets drilled in the head with a 95-mile fastball. Prayers for him. Hope he's all right. But other than that, good. The wins are not necessarily frequent, but the units are getting better. I just need one more good win, and I'll be back to the positive side.
Awesome. CalDog, how are you, sir? I know you've been busy, and that's the reason why you haven't been joining us, but you cracked out some time in your schedule to join us today. I'm so happy for it.
Oh, I did. It has been an absolute whirlwind over here. A lot of logistics, some projects we're doing, a lot of different things, and I'm just happy to be back on. I needed to get some bets out. I needed to talk with the boys. Like, I needed this show really bad, so thank you for having me back.
They have to cut date night short. Legitimately upset that no one told me Tom and Kel would be on the show. It's all good. Wait, they literally sat there like, "Hey CJ, you have an open spot?" And I was like, "Yeah, come on. Send me pics." So that's where we're at. We're gonna have some fun today. Tommy, how are you, good sir?
I can't complain. It's really, really, really hot. I don't really like the heat that much. And if you're a Red Sox fan, it's just been pure torture watching this fucking team yet again. But hey, 162 guy, you got to do what you got to do. You got to fight through the pain.
That's it. Yeah, I you know what? Hand up accountability. I had my bad meltdown when the Phillies decided they just didn't know how to play baseball, but they've figured it out, and it was their bullpen that was the problem. So just hoping for some bullpen help here. Parker, what's up, man? We got. I'm gonna try to figure out. You sent me the video. I'm gonna try to figure out and make sure it gets in, or we'll figure it out. But you will get played, and we thank you for that. But man, all six of us essentially on the show today. Gonna be a fun one. Let's just jump right on into it. First, the man who was in the chat saying he might have to cut date night short. Don't cut date night short. Have fun with your wife. That's the important thing right now.
Yeah, don't upset the wife. We're not that important.
Correct. I might do that, and I know how bad that can get. So, without further ado, let's get to this man's bet slip. What you got for us today, Mr. Pat Pousad?
What's up, BetSlip Nation? It's your boy, Poolside Pat. Yes, he's back. Might be back. Had a great day. I'm going to try and get my records updated in time, but not going to be on the show live today. So I wanted to get this in. Just want to get it in. So shout out to the boys that are doing the show today. At Just the BetSlips, make sure you check out the podcast as it drops every Friday. This week is going to be MLB trivia, at least I think so, between me and CJ, the PD King himself. Shout out to Rob the Parlay Guy, who I believe is on the show today as well. And shout out to just all of our loyal followers and fans for Sports Network for sure. But I got a couple here. Let me get into them. I've got Cards to win again. Sorry, Kel. Love you. You're handsome and beautiful. So that's a compliment. That's minus 106. I've got a little parlay, a little Cardinals parlay as well. Burley, shout out Burley. He was in the hits parlay. Burley 1+ hit. Donnie, aka Brendan Donovan, and if you're not familiar with Burley, that's Alec Burleson. 1+ hit and Cardinals money line. That's plus 176. And then I've got a bunch of Ks. Okay, we got Ks. We've got Kenny Kawaguchi type Ks. For those that know, they know. 8+ Ks for Garrett Crochet. Look at that. Minus 175. Ranger Suarez and Framber Valdez. 5+ Ks each. That's a plus 105 with a 5% boost. So it was plus 100. I've got Spencer Strider. 7+ Ks minus 110. And then last but certainly not least, Tariq Skubal. 8+ Ks at minus 145. Let's have another winning day. I had a great day yesterday. Don't really know exactly what I finished at, but like I said, I'm going to try and get my records updated in time. Hopefully you guys play this. If not, we'll figure it out. Love you guys. Have a great show. And just remember, this is Poolside Pat just trying to bring you the hot tips to help your, there's a crown, bet slips. Stay amazing, stay handsome, and stay beautiful.
He's in. He's there. I mean, it wouldn't be a Pat bet slip without Cardinals bets, to be very clear.
Correct. And I hope JMO throws a no-hitter tonight. Just gonna
I also hope that he knows that Ben Brown is raw ass and inconsistent, and the Cubs literally just optioned him to AAA. I hope like I hope he doesn't realize that Jameson Taillon's really not that bad.
He just hasn't been good with the Ks. He has not been good with Ks.
No, for sure. But like overall body of work, like
oh yeah,
he can deliver just a good, decent quality start.
Like if you look at JMO like next to the rest of the starters, it's like Shota's 1 and then JMO's probably 2, if anything.
Matthew Boyd's been really good for you guys.
Boyd has been good.
It's just he bothers me a little bit with what he did with the Tigers. Like, I mean, he kind of like he's been good. I'm just kind of on edge with him.
Jameson Taillon whipped just over 13th highest or lowest in the bigs. So I mean, he's also getting punished by the long ball this year. That's been his main bugaboo, quote unquote. So 18 dingers on the season so far.
Man, my camera's all jacked up. Can you see me all the way or not really?
Yeah. We can see your gorgeous face.
Okay, there we go.
Go off tonight. That's probably true.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. I'm like, sure. I don't think they're that bad, but rock on. Yeah, go Cubs, go.
Yeah, I'm not sitting here saying the only reason I didn't take the Cubs in any bet, any way, shape, or form tonight with the bets is purely because I just don't trust Jameson Taillon to get strikeouts, and then I'm like, do I really want to go multiple hits to get?
So I've been burned a million times by betting strikeouts against the Cardinals because their offense actually has a pretty decent bat approach. So sure. I just don't even go there. But anyway, go Cubs, go. We're all pulling for them because them Redbirds are like 4 games back of division and whatnot. So.
We have an engaging chat today, and I love it. But
keep it going, boys. Keep it going.
Anybody that's in there, that's what we want. But the other guy that's in the chat, he dropped in his bet slip a lot shorter than the previous one. Parker, what you got for us today?
What's up, everybody? I was gonna be on the show tonight, but technology. Couldn't get on my laptop or my cell phone, so I'm sending you a video. I hope you guys are doing great. Tonight, I'm riding my Braves. I know I'm a homer, but I'm going Braves money line. Strider's on the mound, over 6.5 Ks. Acuna, he's been our offense really, 2+ total bases. But I'm going to give you another game. Tigers money line. Feel really good about it because Scooble's on the mound.
Yep.
Give me over 8.5 Ks. And then Riley Green, he's my man. 2+ total bases. Hope those help you guys. Here are the hot tips to help your bet slips. Bye, guys.
I mean,
I love all of that. I love
just
all of
dropping
it.
a diamond. Absolute dynamite dropping, man.
I honestly think he's going to go 4-0. I think he's going to hit them all.
I think he's got
Scooball.
6 bets. He's got,
well,
doesn't he have 6?
So Scooball's probably going to hit. I mean, the A's. The Tigers are probably going to win because the A's have been playing really bad ball. He's not wrong with Acuna. I do like Strider. He's been putting better starts this month. Rob, you're the Braves guy. You can attest. I dig it.
I will say I went to bet Strider today, and I felt a vibe that was not so great on the strikeouts. I'm not gonna lie. After doing a little bit of research, I feel like he might hit the under today, but I'm hoping for Parker that he's right.
Me too. Go Parker.
I stayed away. I stayed away from the Braves, but
I did too.
I'm rooting for the Braves because right now the less the enemy of my friend is also, or the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Is that the right term?
They've got the Phillies back in first.
Correct. With the sweep before and last night with a win, the Phillies are already up 1, and then with that win last night, now it's 1.5. So I'm just hoping the Phillies can do damage versus Houston, which you never know. You never know what happens. But 2 amazing bet slips. We thank you. If you want to do a bet slip and you want to be a part of the show, just drop it in the DMs here at Just the Bet Slips. If you drop a video with your picks, we will vet it. Make sure that you're not saying anything crazy because we try to keep it as close to PG-13 as possible on the show. Even though you got to be 21 to really watch the show. To be very clear, we don't want little Susie to know these bets. To be very clear,
PG-21.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like that. So
little Susie can tell. Little Susie could tell her dad and be like, "Yo, Dad, this bet could work."
True.
You know,
that's
little Susie doing the Lord's work over here.
Susie's like, "Dad, I heard the big dump is going today."
I don't know who the big dumpa is, but apparently he's really good.
He's gonna go bridge. He's hit a homer in 4 straight and 6 of his last 6. We'll get into that, but craziness here. Let's go ahead and jump into the regular segments. It's first the cutest slip in all of sports betting, and the man is back. The man, the myth, the legend is back. Kel Dog in the bottom corner there. That's right, the underdog slip. Rob is producing the underdog slip today. Rob, what you got today, man?
All right, look. So this on paper does not actually look good because he's hit 5 innings, 4 or 5 starts in a row. However, earlier in the season, he was lucky to clear 2 innings. And the last time he faced the Dodgers, he gave up 7 runs in 0.2 innings. He is going to get blasted tonight. I personally don't think he makes it outside the second inning. I think this game is going to be one of the biggest routes of the night. I think it's going to be something like 12-2. It's going to be something astronomical. I don't see him getting anywhere near 15 outs in this game.
Completely fair. Anybody else want to chime in on the German Marquez under?
Who the hell is that?
It's the Rockies' best pitcher.
I was about to say it's the only good Rockies pitcher, and it's not saying much considering I could probably
the Rockies have a good pitcher.
All right,
if you consider 2 and 6 good.
Put good in quotes, Tommy. Put good in quotes, just like this, I'm
mean,
pretty sure I could start for the Rockies.
The only pitcher that I actually like on the Rockies is Chase Dolander, but his ERA is pretty much shit. He just throws fast.
Yeah.
Marquez typically goes deep, but he has not got good. He's 2 and 6 against the Dodgers lifetime, and he got shelled for 7 runs in less than an inning in the last start. So So you're gonna see on my bets today. I like a lot about Dodgers.
With you there. I think another underdog that is sneaky. Anderson might actually have a pretty decent start today for the Angels. He hasn't been pitching terribly as of late, and I know it's against your Red Sox. I don't think the Angels win, to be clear. I think Anderson has a pretty decent start, and I think he actually gets a decent amount of Ks versus this Red Sox lineup that does have a little swing and miss. But I still think the Red Sox win, as you'll see a little bit later here, as a supplementary underdog bet there. If you want Anderson, I think 5Ks makes it an underdog for him. I'm going to confirm that. No, 6Ks makes it an underdog. I definitely think Anderson can get to 6Ks versus that Red Sox lineup. It's got a little
Mr. Cockenwitz did just fine yesterday. And he sucks. That guy sucks. That guy is like pure ass cheeks, and he actually did well. So if he can do well against that Red Sox team, then Anderson's really not bad.
Yeah.
I think it's very possible. I think there's a recipe here for success.
Look,
Yeah.
to me, the Red Sox without Devers is kind of like the Braves without Acuna. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, but even the Red Sox with Devers, they still strike out a lot. They still have a ton of swing and miss. Devers just had a ridiculously high walk rate. That was really it. Other than that, yeah, they kind of suck with them, but without them too. It kind of just is what it is.
I can't really add anything because I just love hearing Tommy talk about the Red Sox.
They're the same team as last year, just this year. It's the same shit. They're just younger. They're a 500 fucking baseball team. They are horrible at base running. They suck defensively. They strike out a lot. There's really not a lot of things that they do that are good. What about Eckerton? Who's Eckerton? Who's
Eckerton? You don't even know who that is. It's from Moneyball. Eckerton, I like Eckerton. You don't know who that is. You don't even know who that is.
But it's going to be a fun night staying up at 9:38 for this lovely Red Sox game when I got to be up at 5:15 in the morning. Anyways, let's carry on because that's what we do here at the BetSlips. That's my rent for the day. But don't worry, there's more. Oh, look, it's Pablo Sanchez. Pablo Schwarber.
The greatest slide I have ever created, aka the only dinger slide. You have Pablo Sanchez and you have Alfred Delia, the greatest.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, it's the greatest slide I've ever created, to be very, very clear. You got Stephanie Morgan out there in the outfield. You got Sally Dobbs. You got Annie Frazier pitching to Pablo, and Pablo's about to take her bridge, and that's the reason why you're in. Look at him dig in, just like an absolute champ, the secret weapon himself. And we're going through 4 secret weapons today, and the reason why we're going for each one, we're going to take Kyle Schwarber. He's hit 1 homer in each of his last 5 series. And he's hitting the ball extremely well. A lot of them haven't found the seats, but every once in a while he does. Ranks top 5 in homers. And he's also slugging really good against left-handed pitching. So there you go. Facing Framber Valdez, who he's hit. If 2 of his 3 hits versus Framber Valdez have left the yard. So go ahead and take Kyle Schwarber. The big dumper. 6 homers in his last, or 5 homers in his last 6 games, and he's also hitting 4 straight. He is also dominating Minnesota, hitting 5 home runs in their last 4 matchups against the Twins. Leads the MLB in homers, and he's faced Paddock 6 times in his career and has a dinger against Paddock already. He's swinging the hottest bat in the bigs right now, and so you got to take Cal Raleigh to get a dinger. And then the unicorn, Shohei Ohtani, going up against Yerman Marquez. It's just a recipe for disaster for Colorado.
And it's in Coors.
Yeah, it's at Coors too. So the ball just like it's like the aluminum power bat in backyard baseball. It's just instant gratification there. He also has a homer versus Marquez this season already, so it just makes sense. And then the longest shot of this parlay comes from Tommy Stats. If you read his article, he put only dingers in, and his bet is Junior Caminero. Tommy, talk about Junior for me and why Caminero is going to go bridge tonight.
A lot of it's really just a hunch, but his bat's been really good. I'm not trying to cherry pick, but since May 20th, which is really when the Rays started getting hot, he's been really their best bat. He's got over 1,000 OPS since May 20th. In the month of June, his OPS is above 900. He's got 12 home runs since May 20th, so he's just hitting really well. And the Rays are somehow sneakily a good baseball team.
Yeah.
So it's just a hunch. I try to go with a different person. I feel like the obvious is like, yeah, ride the hot hand, do Cal Raleigh. I try to go a little outside the box. Can't pick Aaron Judge every single time. But
And I want to anybody who's betting on DraftKings today, you get a free no sweat bet on a home run. So you can bet $5 on this and win $875. And if you don't get it, you get the bet back for tomorrow. So it's a free
That's
ride,
beautiful.
$875. So if you're on DraftKings, go for it. I did.
Man.
I bet it for $5 to win $875 because I got the no sweat bet. So
And
let's
if I
go.
If I may, if you put this bet on soft paper, you're gonna get screwed. Just want to say that.
How bad is it on soft paper? I'm actually very curious.
14,007.
okay,
Ugh.
that's brutal.
Ugh. You're getting kicked to the dick for less than 30 to 1. Youch. Ugh.
Poor guy.
Ugh. Oh, let me make that noise again. Ugh. Man,
God, sounds
soft
like
paper doing you dirty.
sounds like us when we wake up in the morning because we're old now.
Correct.
Oh,
Correct.
Oh,
Oh.
why do you got to do that?
Getting out of bed. Oh, it hurts. But hey, it is what it is. That is that. And we have the last thing on the show today. We have two of them today because we've had so many bets and with so many people. And I'm so excited that we have as many people in the chat. Clap it up for the chat, for everybody that's here, and for everybody that showed. And it's been incredible. But Kel, I need it from you here. It's green. It's soft. It's plushy. It is the tabletop. Boom! Oh, it's so much better when you're here, Kel. I tried to do it justice, and Rob tried to do it justice, but it's so much better when we have the Kel Doggy Dog do it. All right.
It's not as easy as some people say, eh?
So it's easy, but the nuance of how you do it so well, that's the difference. Like just doing the motion isn't hard. It's the nuance. It's the gravitas that comes with your arm swing that makes it better. It's easy to do it. It's not easy to do it right. And that's the difference. Like I can change my oil. I don't know if I do it right. It's easy to change oil. You just dump oil out and put new oil in. But to make sure that you do it correctly, that's nuanced, and that's what's important. You see where I'm getting at? I think I explained it well, but I'm not an English guy, so to be clear, not my deal. However, I do know that vindicated is not validated. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump in to the tabletop tonight. First, Rob, the parlay guy, what you going with tonight?
All right, I got Dodgers money line to start. They're playing the Rockies. I shouldn't have to say more, but I will. The pitcher for the Dodgers, I'm thinking it's a reliever that's starting. Is that Jack Dreyer? Is he a reliever that's starting? It looks like he is. But I'm not really worried about that because
he's a reliever that I think they're using as like a.
They're doing an opener tonight.
But funny enough, as a reliever, he's won like 8 games in the last like 9 that he's pitched in. It's kind of wild that somehow as a reliever he comes in and gets wins. But I don't really care about that. I mean, they have Shohei that's coming out in the pitching one inning, and they're able to the bullpen's able to bail him out. I don't think it's going to matter because they're going to hit double digits runs today, so they're not really going to need that good of a pitcher. Framber Valdez, 6+ Ks. He's hit this in 7 of his last 9, and I've bet him in 4 of the 7. He's the one guy that has not failed me this year. Speaking of failed me, Chris Bubich, he has failed me a lot. Bubich, he's failed me a lot, but the last time I bet him, I said if he failed me, he was done. He did not fail me, so he's back. And then one of my other favorite bets is Carlos Rodon. He has been very good for me this year. 6+ strikeouts. He's hitting 4 of his last 6. And he's facing a team that's ranked 21st in strikeouts and averages around 9 strikeouts per game. So I feel really good about him getting to his 6 Ks. I got a 30% boost on this, so it was plus 390. I think it was plus 300 without the boost.
There we go. Love every bit of that. Go ahead and rock that parlay if you're rocking with the parlay guy tonight. Next, Sir Thomas of House Stats. What you got?
See, what do I have here? We're going Chase Burns, 5+. Again, he's making his debut. Kid throws a lot of heat. He's a really, really, really good pitcher, good young pitcher out of Wake Forest, making his debut. You ready? Set, go. Be careful. Jumping off tables. But no, I think he's getting 5. They had 6+ at plus odds, but I'm going conservative because I don't know what to expect. And then going Garrett Crochet, 7+ strikeouts, Red Sox money line. He's hit 7 Ks every single start this month. He's hit 7+ every start this month. The Red Sox typically do win when he's on the mound, kind of. It just depends, but he's going to give them a fighting chance. They really could have won yesterday if not for shitty base running and Walker Buehler being just the worst starter in the American League among qualified starters in terms of ERA. But yeah, I'm going with Red Sox money line with Crochet on the bump for sure. I got a parlay going. I took a parlay today because there's just too many pitchers and there's a lot to love about these pitchers. Carlos Rodon, 6+ seems really doable. Reds, they are strikeout prone. He hasn't burned me much. He's 90th percentile in K rate this year. He's kind of back to his San Francisco Giant days, which is really good for the Yankees. So I'm going there. Tarek Skubal, say no more. He's Tarek Skubal. I'm not even going to get into it. If you don't know who Tarek Skubal is, he's arguably the best pitcher in baseball. Spencer Strider, I went more conservative. I know the gentlemen above me have decided not to touch the Braves, and I get it. The Yankees, or not the Yankees, the Mets are a good offense. He's been good this month. I know one of the starts came against the Rockies, which the Rockies are just they're dog shit, but it's encouraging for a guy like Strider. I think he at least gets 5. I think that's doable. Freddie Peralta, 6+. He's taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates, and the Pittsburgh Pirates aren't really that good, and Peralta is. And Chase Burns just struck out Aaron Judge in the first inning, so let's go.
Big,
Nope.
big,
Just
big,
me?
big, big.
There we go.
Yeah, I was sorry. I do want to state that Spencer Strider over his last 5, 8 Ks, 13, 5, 4, and 7, and the only 4 he had was against Arizona, and Arizona's bats are insane, and I think their bats are better than the Mets bats, to be very clear. So his only miss was against a really, really good team that took him deep 3 times, but outside of that, he's had really good appearances. So especially that 13. But again, you already said it was against Colorado where they're trash. But the last time he faced the Mets, he had 8. So, and that was his last start. So one would think that he could get to 5 easily, but I don't.
Yeah,
hate
and
that.
the Mets bats are kind of slumping, you could say. So they're not really as good as they were. Juan Soto's going, but the rest of the team kind of isn't nearly as strong as they were. So I dig it.
Yeah.
Let's have a day.
I don't blame you at all. For sure. Definitely have a day. You already heard the Burleson hit, the Brendan Donovan hitting the Cards money line for that parlay, plus he's got the Cards just by themselves. I like the Garrett Crochet 8+ Ks. You'll see that in a little bit. He just likes that by itself. Suarez and Valdez to both get 5+ Ks. He likes Strider for 7, and he likes Scooball for 8. So, you know what? To tell you the truth, I outside of the top half of that slide, I really like the bottom half of that slide. Pretty sure I like pretty much every single one of those bets, to be very, very clear. So we'll get into that. Go ahead.
I will say, I know that I've already talked about Strider, but 7+ Ks, I don't think this is very necessarily a bad bet, but I think getting it at -110 is way too much of a price to pay for something that seems a little far-fetched to me.
Yeah.
If that was plus money, I'd be all for it. But at minus money, I don't see it worth even throwing that on there. Like, that's just me.
His line is 6.5, so that's the reason why it's.
But like to like his point, I almost wouldn't even touch it because I think like the
that's
7
the reason
is
why
more.
I'm not taking it. I don't mind the bet. That's where I was going at. I do agree with you that it should be plus 110, not minus 110.
If you wanted to put that in a parlay to boost your parlay, I would be more for it because then you're getting a lot more odds. But by itself, it seems tough. It's tough odds for the 7 strikeouts. Is all I'm saying.
I get where you're coming from for sure. All right, let's go ahead and jump to the second tabletop. Parker, you already heard from him. Braves money line. Strider, he likes it as well. The over, and then he's got the Acuna, who's been really the only bat for Atlanta this year. Honestly, that's the reason why they were trash, because Acuna was out. He likes Tigers money line. He likes Scooble to go real big tonight, over 8.5, and then he's got Riley Green 2+ total bases. Pretty much the only bet that Tommy doesn't like on that was the Strider over, just because of the money he had to lay to get it. But no faults. I do understand it, but I think every single one of those bets hits.
Oh, so. I think Parker's gonna have a really good day.
So that's where we're at there. Next, Sir Kel Doggy Dog in your triumphant return. I think I've got it right. Make sure. I think I've got everything correct there. Yeah?
Yeah, it looks right.
All right. Yeah. Rock on. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, it looks right.
All right.
So for starters, Tigers money line, Colt Keith to get a hit, and Scooble 7+ Ks. I think the Tigers walk away with this. It's going to be an easy one. Colt Keith, I love. Good young guy who's going to be able to get on base tonight. And Scooble's Tariq Scooble. Like, that's just kind of an easy one. I don't have a lot to explain on that bet. Next one, I'm a big fan of this one. Luis Castillo, 5+ Ks, Twins +1.5, and the big Dumpa, 2+ total bases. I couldn't pull the trigger on the home run, but I went with the 2+ total bases just in case it does happen. Big stat that I love from this. Big Dumper's hit a home run in his last 4 games played, but Paddock has also given up a home run in his last 4 games, 4 starts. So he's on kind of a very downhill trend there and facing one of the hottest hitters, if not the hottest hitter in baseball right now. I think he can go bridge easily. So give me that. Garrett Crochet, 7+ Ks, Red Sox money line. It's Crochet day. I think the Red Sox take this one against the Angels, plus the Angels are second in the league in total strikeouts as a unit. They are not a very patient bunch, and Crochet just mows them down like crazy. And then finally, Dodgers -2.5, Freddie Freeman 2+, and German Marquez under 15.5. Rockies are garbage, like we've all been saying. I think the Dodgers are going to run away with this with a nice route. Freddie Freeman is probably one of the most consistent hitters on that team. I think he's batting .324 or something like that. And German Marquez, as Rob said earlier, absolute doo-doo water. I've made so much money betting against him this year. So 5 and 2/3, whatever that equals out to, he's not hitting that tonight against a very powerful Dodgers lineup.
Big. Oh, love it. Love every second of it. I feel shame kind of bringing up mine, but yeah, I'm gonna go. It's Scooball. Like everybody's got him. Pretty much everybody's got him. I'm gonna take it for 8 Ks and the Tigers to get a win. That's my only negative money bet of the day today. But it's just I can't take Scooball for 9. I was a little worried about it, so I decided to go with 8 in the Tigers money line. Suarez 5+ Ks and the Phillies money line. I'm going to bet the Phils in. You know what? I did have a decree that I wasn't going to bet them, but I wanted the plus money and at minus or at plus 1.5 because they're actually the dog tonight. By the way, at plus 1.5, just couldn't pull the trigger. So I broke my decree and I apologize about that. I am sorry. Hand up accountability. I broke my decree, but there it is. Suarez and the Phillies money line. I like the Crochet plus and the Red Sox money line to get you to plus money. I think Crochet has a massive game today. He's like leading or is second in the major leagues in Ks right now. I'm pretty sure I'm right there.
He's I think believe he has the lead. I'm not it might have changed depending on like Scooball, but yeah, he's pretty much leading the league in strikeouts.
Yeah, he's up there. That's for darn sure. And then this game's already started, so you might not be able to get this one. But Allen 4+ Ks and the Guardians money line. I'm worried about the Guardians money line.
They are down 2-0, CJ.
Yeah,
They're down
they
2-0 right now.
That
Third
was the
inning.
part I was worried about it, but I feel good about Allen. It was the
money line.
The money line that was my issue. But Allen's got 2 Ks through 3 innings, so it's not like it's terrible. They're going up against a Blue Jays lineup who's been better, but Eric Lauer is always good for a blow-up inning, so that's the reason why I decided to go Guardians money line and take Allen 4+ Ks, and you're getting it plus 221 if you go ahead and take that. But I don't know if you're going to be able to get that now because the game has already started. But that's where we're at, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the tabletop. Does anybody
Justin,
have any last calls before I do the thing?
Before I do my last call, Garrett Crochet is leading the major leagues in strikeouts. He's 2 ahead of Mackenzie Gore at 125 strikeouts.
Okay, yeah, I knew he was. It was between him, Gore, Wheeler, and Scooball. I think are the top 4, if memory serves me right. Chris Sale might be getting up there, but now that he's on the IL, we don't know if he's still there. Is Sale number 5?
Sale was number 6.
Sale 6. Okay.
Yep. But before we go, I have a part. It is. Let me go out. It is. So it's Crochet, Gore, Wheeler, Scooball, Rodon.
Rodon. Okay. And then
I'm
guessing you're probably Logan right there too.
We're doing final. Are we doing final call? Is that where we're at? Final call.
Yeah.
Final call. Last call.
All right. So the last time I took like this McGreevy guy, whoever the hell that guy is for the Cardinals, I don't know whose place he's taking. I don't know who's hurt or who got sent down or whatever the case might be. Last time I bet for somebody to go yard, they went yard because I'm like, who the hell is McGreevy? I'm like, who the hell is this guy? That being said, I'm going to at least go like Kyle Tucker and Seiya Suzuki each have 2+ total bases tonight.
Wow. Big.
I like that.
Big.
All because I don't know who the hell this McGreevy guy is. So we're just going to ride that trend because genuinely I have no idea. Like I keep up with the Cardinals pitchers because just curious if they sustain what they've been doing since May. They've cooled down a bit, but overall they're playing above their heads. So I'm curious if they sustain it. But I don't know who the hell this guy is. I don't know who McGreevy is. So I'm going to go with the big bats from the Cubs. I think they got, Libertor's been good this year, so they didn't really do a lot offensively. I think they come out offensively tonight, and I think the big boys get some total bases. You want to go upstairs?
Mike McGreevy isn't that from Little Big League? Mike McGreevy?
Oh, it is.
That's who I know is Mike McGreevy. There's a pitcher, Mike McGreevy, that's actually in the league right now.
There's I look. I don't know what this McGreevy guy's first name is. I just know his last name is McGreevy, and I'm just like, I literally was like, who the fuck is this guy?
It is Mike McGreevy.
Dude, that's shit. It's just off. They flip literally the it's a double E for him, and it's VEY for the one from Little Big League. That's so good.
That's wild. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, I don't. Last time I literally bet somebody to go yard because it was McGreevy pitching. I was like, okay, damn, dude, I can't see.
The actor that played Mike McGreevy actually pitched in the bigs. I can't think
Interesting.
of the actor's name right now, but yeah, or well, he didn't pitch in the
Interesting.
bigs, but he pitched in baseball, like he was a minor league pitcher.
Yeah.
Scott Peterson, something like that. So yeah, he has that. Any other last calls? I have one, but
Well, that's
Yeah.
somebody else
fascinating.
go first.
I have a last call, another parlay that's a last call. And I told you I was going to show you how much I like the Dodgers tonight. So I have an all Dodgers parlay. I've got Shohei Ohtani 2+ total bases, Freddie Freeman 2+ total bases, Mookie Betts with a hit,
She'll be home in a
the
minute.
Dodgers -1.5, and Yerman Marquez under 3.5 strikeouts. This is plus 347. Marquez pitched 6 innings last time and got 2 strikeouts. He's facing the Dodgers, in which he may not make it to 2 innings. And the rest of these all would have hit in the first inning of the last time they faced him. Mookie Betts and Ohtani and Freeman all got 2+ total bases in the first inning the last time they faced Marquez, and they won that game like 13-1.
Why is everyone like radio silent?
So
Well, I'm waiting on Rob to finish that bat. I mean, awesome. Go ahead.
So at 347, I thought this was a steal. Like I said, this would have hit in the first. This would have all hit in the first inning of the last game. And if it goes the way I think it's going to today, it might hit all in the first inning again today. So we're gonna rock it and hope for the best.
Kel, do you have a last call? I'm not going to forget you today. You have a last call.
You didn't forget me, but I don't have one today.
You have failed us entirely.
I don't have one.
I'm now stuck. Yeah, it's all good. Here's my last call. I'm going to take Jeremy Pena and Trey Turner in a parlay, 2+ hits, runs, RBIs tonight. I feel like both of them get that done. You're getting plus money on that, by the way. Getting plus money.
Nice.
Jeremy Pena is averaging 4+ hits, runs, RBIs in his last 5 games, by the way. So that's another reason to take Jeremy Pena. And then just Trey Turner is the speedster. He's been like he's either 1 hit and a run or he's 2 hits, pretty much. Been like that ever since he's been slotted in the leadoff spot. So, and I expect him to be in the leadoff spot tonight versus the left-hander in Framber Valdez. So
Pena has been a machine since being hit leadoff.
Yep.
He's been
Pena's a monster.
phenomenal.
I think it's his last five games he's been averaging 4 hits, runs, RBIs. So
you want to know also what's wonderful about that? He just hired Scott Boras as his agent.
Ooh. Well, he's going to get paid this offseason, or is it next offseason that he's a free agent?
I don't know when he has an opt-out. So
I think he's ARB 2 right now, so he'd be ARB 3 this year. Yeah, I think he's ARB 3 this upcoming year will be ARB 3. But yeah, we'll get into it. Ooh, Pena, Witt, or Jacob Wilson as All-Star starter.
Jacob Wilson.
Yes, I believe so as well. He's also the Rookie of the Year in the AL. I think he's already won it.
There's nobody else.
Nobody even close.
Who would even come close? Like Dominguez, and I don't even think he's that close.
No, he's not even that. Like Wilson's been unreal this year, so that's where we're at. Anybody else got anything else to say? Or are we getting the heck out of here?
The only thing I am going to say is, from now on, I don't throw guarantees down very often. So when I do, you probably should pay attention. 2 shows ago, I told you to bet everything you had on Shohei Ohtani under 2.5 strikeouts because he wasn't going to make it go past the first inning. Somebody that was not on the show decided to go take the over against what I said. I put 10 units on this and 90 something dollars, and it was guaranteed money. I almost put my whole $250 bankroll on that because he pitched 1 inning in the game before, and they said he was sore after the 1 inning. There's no shot they were going to let him go past the first inning, no matter how good he did. And he struck 2 of the guys out, but he went 25 pitches, and they didn't want him to go another inning. That was guaranteed money. I'm just saying that when I say it's a guarantee, you might want to bet.
Yeah, man, that's fair. That is fair. But that's going to wrap it up for this show. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in the chat. Thank you for sending in your videos. And we had a full house today. If you want your video to come in and produce the hot to help us produce the hot tips to help your bet slips, drop it in the DM, get your videos in. We'd love to have you. But that's going to wrap it up for this show. Just the bet slips, where we promise you one thing and one thing only, and that is to bring you the hot tips.
Hot tips.
to help your
To help your
bet
bet
slips.
slips.
All right, everybody. I'm gonna real quick pop these records up just so we see them. Pat did not update, so he's still captain under the units, even though he had a good day yesterday. But that's gonna be it for us. Allow me to play you out.